Aiden Cox. Aiden Cox along with Tony Miles. Play clock. That's what it was. Delay of game. Anytime that official throws the flag, I start counting jerseys.
Well, we had one that ran on there late, but that wouldn't have affected anything. They had 11 out there, and it did take a little while to come off the field with their offense and then the special teams to get out on the field.
Split to the near side. Here comes the handoff. Turner's going to get across inside the 10 and down to about the 7-yard line. They're going to mark him down at the 7, and Coach, good 4 yards on the first play.
Yeah, good explosion off the left side of the line. Fullback McConnell got it. Job. The linebacker.
McAdoo and Sturgeons to the near side. Swain's up under center. Looks like he's checking out of it. Quick pass out in the flats. They're going to be dropped quickly. May have picked up a yard. Pass complete to Sean O'Connell.
It almost looked like he was uncovered. He thought, hey, if they're going to go ahead and just uncover me, we're going to see what's going to happen. He threw it out there and took a shot at it.
Swain up under center, 3rd down, 5. They can get a first down without scoring. Here's a handoff to Turner. Turner's going to get inside the 5. They're pushing the pile forward. And he's still on his feet, and he's awful close. Let's see what the flag is. Flag comes from the Prairie Grove, or the backfield of the defense. This is a big penalty, Coach. They're talking it over with 7:55 left to go in the first quarter. Here comes the call. Well, let's see what it is. He hadn't called it yet.
Supposed to go from the 1.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Tigers. It'll be first down and goal The ball at the 1 yard line, and here comes the jumbo package. Rhett Rominger comes into the game. Jacob Freeman's in. And here comes the Cardinals. Handoff to Rhett, and Rhett is going to break the goal, break the plane, and score. Coach, that was a collision.
It was. They met him a yard in the backfield, and he kept his feet churning and stayed square in the hole and did a great job getting those feet into the end zone.
6-0 Redbirds, 7:51 left to go in the first quarter. Eric Hill on to hold the extra point for Colton Reeves. Cardinals running one on here late. Good snap. Hold is down, kick is up, and it's good. Coach, couldn't ask for a better start if you're the Redbirds.
Oh, I'll tell you what, I like what our offensive line did right there, and the backs were running hard, and I even like that Seth checked out of an offensive play. We had twins to the far side of the field, and the way they're playing that split defense, there was nobody over number 2. They're playing him from an inside linebacker or an outside linebacker position, trying to get over the top of number 2, and I just like it. Looked like he took control of the offense right there.
Coach, it's always good to start football season. We've got a lot of people throughout the telecast we want to thank that helped do this. You know, of course, Prairie Grove Telephone Company, a big sponsor. Also, Farmington Dental. You know, they do a good job supporting our program. Ozark Orthopedics. You know, a bunch of good people out there that donate so we can do this for everybody. A lot of these kids have grandparents or aunts and uncles that live off, and so you know, a lot of people can't come to the game.
I know a lot of times last year for basketball season, I was out of town, had the opportunity to listen to you and Kirk Sims, and I think I'm probably wearing the headset of Kirk Sims because this thing swallowed me when I put it on tonight.
Kirk has that big old head.
Yeah, he's got a bucket head.
Yeah, he can put a Volkswagen emblem on it. Sturgeon again to kick. Another high, long kick. This one is going to bounce. Boys, it just barely went in the end zone.
That was almost like a 60-degree right there from about 25 out. It's set right there on the goal line.
So the Tigers once again going to take over at the 20-yard line.
You got Big Chuck back in there playing nose in this 50-look defense that we have right now, and you know, it seemed like after that first initial play, our defensive line was coming off the ball and getting a hat on a hat right there and getting that face in the gap. That's good to see.
You're right, Chuck. Jacob Rogers, here's the handoff. Hamlet's going to break it again, get across the 25 to the 26. Brought down by Colton Kilgore. And we got a Redbird down at about the 18-yard line. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back with the Redbirds up 7-0.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jacob Freeman got up, and it's good to see him. He got close to the sidelines, and he's walking on his own power, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. DeCorey Thomas, the right corner, showing blitz. And there's a good job by the Cardinal defense. Is in the backfield. Real quick, Colton Kilgore.
That's a great job. A nice blitz right there from our Mike linebacker, and you know, that hole opened up for us to run through to make that tackle 3 yards deep in the backfield.
Colton Kilgore, the 6', 195-pound junior. So across the defensive line right now, Carlson, Rogers. Cardinals got some pressure on the quarterback in the backfield, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. Loss of about a yard.
I like the way we you can tell within our game plan right here. We're just telling those receivers, if you can beat us, try to beat us, and we're going to bring a lot of pressure tonight.
Well, last time the Tigers tried to punt, they had a snapping mishap. Let's see what happens this time. Here we got pressure coming from the side and just about get there. That ball's tipped. And it's going to go out of bounds at the 39-yard line. And Coach Tony Mayo about got that one.
Boy, he did.
The official signal that he touched it.
Came in unblocked off the edge, and kind of Hunter, God bless him, was sure taking his time right there as far as getting the ball out of his hands and onto his foot. Tony almost got him a blocked punt right there. Once again, we're taking the ball on the positive side of the field. First possession on the 11, now here on the 39. Eric Hill in the quarterback this time.
Hill takes over the second possession. He walks up under center. Turner's your lone setback. Here's the pass deep. Tried to go Sturgeon. Sturgeon had his man beat. Pass a little overthrown. Good idea, good look.
Got the ball on the positive side of the field. Why not take a stab at it like that? Let's go ahead and let them know that we're gonna try to strike deep when we can.
Hill's up under center. And there we're going to get a false start. Fullback twitched a little bit there. Sean O'Connell got a little bit of a head start. First penalty on the Cardinals. .5:55 left to go in the first quarter. Watson split to the near side. Here's a handoff to Turner. Turner breaks a tackle at the 45. He's at the 40, down at the 35. Pushed out of bounds. They're going to mark him out at about the 32-yard line.
It'd be nice to have a headset and be talking to the coaching staff right now, because Ben Macedo, number 99, the tight end on our side over here on the near side, is just destroying this side of the defensive line. He and the tackle, I'll get his name and number here in just a minute, but I mean, they were 15 yards down the field, still engaged with their block.
Well, I got news for you, Coach. They sent a new guy in to replace that one.
Well, Brody Hill is in there now next to Ben.
Going to go deep, and that pass is incomplete. So it's fourth down and a long 4, almost 5.
Colton Reeves had a couple of steps on him. Eric just let him a little deep that time, but Eric threw a nice, pretty ball, and I would say sometime during the evening he'll get matched up with his receivers. I'm sure there's just a little bit of adrenaline going on right now.
Fourth down, the ball sitting at the Tiger 33-yard line. Redbirds got to get to the 29. Sturgeon goes in motion. They're going to hit, and he missed Sturgeon again. Had Sturgeon on a wheel route. So the Redbirds going to turn it over on downs.
Well, if he does connect with Sturgeon right there, that's 6. There was no one in the vicinity. Drew, a little more air underneath that ball and let Drew run underneath that.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. The ball sitting on their 33-yard line. Hobbs waiting for the play. Skates is their quarterback. He's up under center. Redbirds, there's a penalty on the play. I'm going to say that Redbirds lined up in the neutral zone. Second penalty on the Redbirds. First down and 5. Here comes the handoff to right up the middle. They're dragging the Cardinal. It gets across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. And in on the tackle for the Redbirds, Donovan.
That's a fullback trap out of Prairie Grove. Did a good job executing it, and he got to the second level pretty quick. We are switching out some defensive linemen about every 2 plays, keeping everybody fresh. Still doing a good job of coming off the football there on the D-line.
Best field position for the Tigers tonight. Handoff up the middle. And going to get to about the 49-yard line. So that'll make it second down and about 7.
Hayden Cox is in on that tackle again. He's always around the football. So far tonight, it seems like he's been in on about 4 or 5 different tackles.
Ball real close to midfield with 4:45 left to go in the first quarter. Tigers trying to put a drive together to tie the game. Here's the pass out in the flats, caught and brought down immediately.
Once again, Mayo's back there in the backfield with quarterback on a regular basis. He's coming clean all night long.
That's one thing that if you looked at their preseason workouts, that's one thing that they were really trying to improve upon last year is quarterback pressure, and that's a good job by Mayo.
Third down and 7. Out of the shotgun, looking for some running room. Got a little pressure. There's going to be a flag and a hold called on the Tigers at about the 47-yard line of Prairie Grove. Cardinal defensive coach they sent 4, but got good pressure with them.
Boy, it did. I mean, like I said earlier, I mean, all night long, this defensive line seems to be coming off the ball at really good pace. And looked like to me their right tackle had 2 fists full of white jersey on that play.
Cardinals are going to take the penalty, move them back. And Coach, yes, they will. Why didn't you leave them in 4th down? Well, Coach Abser, when he gets close to midfield, don't count him out of going for it.
Exactly.
So this is going to be 3rd down and about 20, maybe 21. Hope they don't have, I don't think they got one of them plays. 3 receivers split to the far side. Here comes pressure, and he is smoked. Cardinals come on a blitz.
I believe that's Mayo again.
Well, you got Trey South in there along with Mayo. Both of them came unblocked, and once again, Tony Mayo on the far side is just coming scot-free on every play. And like I said earlier, you can see within our game plan, we're matching up man out there on the corners. We're man-free over the top and bringing all kinds of pressure.
Cardinals have almost got the last one blocked. Let's see if they can get this one. A good snap. Here comes the pressure. Kick is away. Sturgeon's going to field it at the 40. There's a block. He's at the 50. Across the 40. Down to the 30.
Nice
25 to 20. The 15. A flag thrown at the 46 right in front of us here. I didn't see it, Coach. Did you see what happened?
No, I didn't see it.
Unfortunately, I think it was a holding call on us. Downfield blocking, and we just got our hands a little wide and got them on the outside of the jersey.
Well, there's a big play. They'll be backed up, but nonetheless, Cardinals have good field position at their own 44-yard line.
You know, one thing I'm seeing differently this year out of Farmington, out of our hometown Cardinals is we're playing a lot of guys both ways, and it hadn't been like that in the past seasons. It's been a situation where if you played offense, you're an offensive player. You play defense, you're a defensive player. But you know, Tony Mayo's out there right now. You know, Jacob Freeman's back out there playing offense from playing defense. In fact, Tony has the ball in his hands now.
And there goes Tony. He's going to get across the 50, down inside the 45, all the way down to about the 42-yard line.
Nice jet sweep.
Ran the jet sweep, had a herd of blockers out in front of him. Swain's checked back in at quarterback. 2:29 left to go in the first quarter. First down and 10. The Redbirds at the Tiger 43-yard line. Here comes the pitch. Back to Turner. Turner cuts it inside, gets down inside the 40. And it's going to be second down, the ball inside to the 40 at the 39-yard line. .205 left. Swain's got the play. Redbirds in the huddle. 20 seconds left on the play clock, so plenty of time. Reeves split to the far side. Ball's on the ground, and the Tigers are going to recover.
Fortunately, I don't think our fullback was ready for that handoff.
Tried to hand it off to the fullback, and that ball went on the ground, and that was recovered by Prairie Grove. So let's see if the Cardinal defense can do it again. First down and 10, the ball at the Tiger 39-yard line. We're going to have a false start on the Cardinals. And Coach, that's something you see in the first game of the year. You see some turnovers, you see some penalties.
Well, there's already been, what, 5 penalties so far tonight, and we're still, how much, I can't see the clock from here, minute 49 left to go in this first quarter. Plus, it's a rivalry game. I mean, that right there was on their receiver. Swain was manned up with him and pointing at him that he had jumped actually once prior before they finally threw the flag out there at him.
So we're going to have 2 receivers split to the near side. Ball's on the ground, but the quarterback falls on it real quick after a loss of about 2. So the Tigers moving backwards here. Started out on their own 39, they're back to the 32. Second down and 17. Here comes the handoff. Got some running room. Ethelmus is going to get to the 40 before he's brought down. Swain, Hill, along with Jacob Freeman in on the tackle.
Bring up about 3rd down and 8.
3rd down and 8 for the Tigers.
That's a good job by our secondary. I mean, ball breaks first level, and all of a sudden you have 3 out of the 4 secondary players in on the tackle. You guys are swarming the ball.
Well, Coach, let's see if they try to throw it. So far they hadn't had time. And there's another penalty.
Fullback jumped, 34.
I'm not so sure that the fullback didn't jump because our linebacker started showing blitz. Colton Kilgore jumped toward the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down so far tonight, we've ran that same Mike linebacker through that A gap on the strong side. Colton was showing at that time he was coming. The fullback was going to try to get a jump on him this time.
So 3rd down 14 for the Tigers. Ball setting at their own 36-yard line. Cardinals showing blitz, and here they come. Pass out in the flat. Going to be caught and get up to about the 44-yard line. That's going to make it 4th down and 6. 4th down and a long 5. Coach Apsher thinking about it. And that's the end of the first quarter. Redbirds up 7-0. We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
All right.
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony's Sasheries Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole, and this is the real deal.
Oh yeah. Tony's Sasheries.
Makes everything taste great.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and...
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Jeff Oxford, Randy Oz, and it starts the second quarter. Tigers elected to punt. Good snap. Oh. And that is going to hit at the 20 and bounce to the 15. And, Coach, we may have got away with it.
We were very fortunate right there. Tony Mayo has had a great night, and I mean the first quarter was all Tony Mayo, and right there he was coming once again to block that punt, made a little contact with Heltmas, and we didn't get flagged.
Well, I think it's because he grabbed him and held him up.
He did.
Didn't let him go to the ground. So now the Cardinals are the one that's backed up. Let's see if we can get it going from the 14-yard line. Hill's in at quarterback. Last possession Hill was in was 3 passes. Here's a handoff to Turner. Turner's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, get across the 15, then push back. They're going to say he's up to the 16. So that'll be a pickup of 2 yards.
Chuck and the boys weren't quite as low on that explosion off the line of scrimmage as they had been on the prior 2 possessions. Got a little high, and Prairie Grove had leverage on them and did a good job there holding the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and 8. Sturgeon split to the far side. Mayo's lined up in the slot. Hill's in the shotgun. Here he comes on a quarterback keeper. Across the 20 up to about the 22. That's a good run by Eric Hill.
Very good. He was 1 step away.
So that's going to make it 3rd down and 2. They're marking the ball at the 23-yard line. Got to get just inside the 25 for a first down.
That was a jumbo set.
10:40 left to go here in the first half. Redbirds up 7-0. Hill's up under center. Turner's your setback. Here's a handoff to Reed. Reed's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage, and the Cardinals going to have to punt.
Prairie Grove is loading up on the strong side, had an extra man in the box, and we were just outmanned there at the point of contact.
4th down and 2. Jaden Shader's going to punt it away for the Redbirds. He's standing at his 10-yard line. Good snap. Low kick. Going to take a Cardinal roll. They're going to go inside the 40 all the way down to the 30. So flip the field there, Coach.
Yeah, well, very, very fortunate there. That wasn't a great punt. It's end over end. We got 15 yards out of the roll in that situation. It went between the two returners, and both of them kind of looked at each other once again. Early season.
Well, here's
we'll take what we can get.
Here's
right
the deal,
there.
Coach. It goes down in the books as a 43-yard punt.
We like that.
And it doesn't say 28 yards and a 15-yard roll. So Cardinal defense back on the field. Redbirds showing blitz, and here they come, and they got him in the backfield. He's going to break a tackle and then drag him and get close to the first down.
That may have been a good run by Prairie Grove, but boy, I like what we're doing defensively. We're bringing pressure. You know, with this offense, Prairie Grove has a lot of tendencies. You can almost figure what they're going to run the next on each down and distance. And I believe Coach Adams, Mike Adams, is the defensive coordinator this year, along with being the head coach, and he's doing a great job of bringing a lot of pressure tonight.
Well, Coach, we hit him in the backfield. James Millwood just drug us for 12 yards. And there's another false start on the Tigers. So that's going to back the Tigers back up to the 35, make it first down and 15.
Got some new bodies in there on the interior defense with Macedo playing nose, and then also is that Ori Phillips playing defensive tackle here on the near side. Rolling out some fresh bodies defensively throughout the game already.
Here comes the snap, handoff up the middle. And here goes Hephamus. He's across the 50. They're going to call him down at the 30. They're calling him down at the 43.
It's tough to hear the whistle.
Yeah, it is.
A little strong side trap. They full blocked it, and there was no one all the way out to Eric Hill. Eric did a good job of making an open field tackle.
So it's first down and 10 for the Tigers at the Cardinal 43-yard line. And that's just Cardinal's been in the right spot, just missed the tackle. Trying to get to the corner, breaks another one. Now he's at the 20, the 15. Hill tries to catch him, touchdown. 43-yard run.
Looked like to me, Jeff, we were misaligned. We didn't have a defensive end on the strong side. They ran a power on us. Everybody blocked down. There was no one there to kick out. Pretty easy run for Prairie Grove. All he had to do was outrun Eric Hill at the end.
7-6. .27 left to go here in the first half, and the Tigers are going to try to tie up the ball game. It's a good snap. The hold is down. The kick is blocked.
57 got his hands on it right up the middle.
So the Redbirds are going to keep the lead. And the Cardinals need to make some noise offensively. And Coach, the Cardinals scored on their first drive of the night, which they only had to go 11 or 12 yards. And since then, they've struggled.
They have. We haven't put a drive together. You know, the last possession we had, we started out on the 14, and you know, you even said, now it looked like a good time to let's put something together here and march this thing down the field. To me, it felt like we were dominating the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and doing a great job of that up front. We just need to execute some plays. We need to throw some short passes and kind of loosen up the secondary a little bit. There's no defensive end.
Yeah.
So, I mean, all you're doing is blocking down all the way to the corner.
So the Cardinals are out ready to return to kickoff. Prairie Grove still trying to get everybody lined up.
I'll say we have a TV timeout, or what's the
Boys, it has been like 5 minutes since the last play. Tigers got it teed up. Sturgeon's back deep, along with Tony Maya. And they're going to kick it to Mayo. Mayo's going to field it at the 16. He's got some running room up across the 35 up to the 38-yard line. So the Redbirds going to set up shop, first down and 10. They're setting it down at the 39-yard line. We've already gained a yard, Coach.
I like that. That's only pick it up, move it forward. God bless him.
Yep. Swain's in at quarterback. Turner's he's going to be in the shotgun. Turner's beside him. Here comes Sturgeon. They're going to hand off to him. He gets a block from Turner and cuts it back in.
Dirty flag coming.
Every time the Cardinals have a big play, there's a flag thrown.
It looked like a legitimate block. I don't know what he was referring to there. No, I think it's a hold.
You want to call a hold on the Redbirds?
If anything, maybe he started up high and worked down low on him. I thought maybe he might call it something like blocking below the waist, but I mean there was no hold to it. I think Coach Adams is trying to explain the same thing to him. He's out at the numbers trying to talk to him.
So now it's first down and 20. Back at the 29-yard line. Here's the pitch to Turner. Turner's going to cut it back up, lower his shoulder, get across the 30 to about the 32-yard line. Hey, Coach, that's about the third big play tonight that have come back from a penalty. Had the big punt return.
We've had some opportunities, and we've had some situations that have bit us. This is a big play right here, second and long. Let's see what Seth Swain can do here.
Swain's going to line up in the shotgun. Donovan's going to be right beside him. The ball's on the ground, but the Cardinals are going to come up with it. Back at the 29.
Bring up third down and 17, 7:05 left to go. Cardinals up 7-6. Battle of 62, boys. You guys got some history behind this.
Well, they say it's 29-29. I don't believe it. Swain's in the shotgun. Sturgeon split, lined up in the slot on the near side. Now he's off the hands. Tried to hit Watson at about the 43-yard line.
That was a good ball. Good ball, hit Watson in the hands. I think if you had to do it all over again, you'd catch that ball, plant that left foot, probably be up the sidelines.
Well, imagine this. There was another flag thrown on Farmington for a legal shift. Well, at halftime, the Redbirds are going to have to make some adjustments. The Tigers will make some adjustments, and the officials are going to have to go to the training room. Vegas just dropped this odd that said there will be a flag thrown on this play. Snap bounces off the ground. High wobbly kick is going to hit at the 50, take a Cardinal roll again, and goes down inside the 40 to the 36-yard line.
Let's make sure here I mean, the big thing is they scored, or not scored, they scored on a power. And then Heltmus had a long run over here to the near side on the power. I think on the play that they scored on, that we probably were not lined up correctly. I mean, I drew it up here. You and I looked at it. It looked like we were missing a defensive end on the strong side. But that's about the only play tonight that Prairie Grove has ran that's actually picked up or gained any yardage at all to speak of. Defensively, I think we're doing a pretty good job. Offensively, it just doesn't seem like we have anything that we're hanging our hat on right now. We're kind of plucking plays here and there. We came out with Eric, and we threw it 3 times in a row. Then we've come out with Seth, and God bless him, we put the ball on the ground a couple of times, whether it be a bad exchange or whether we were in gun, and one hopped it back there to him. But need a little offensive rhythm.
The Cardinals call a timeout. They want to be sure we got the right defensive personnel in. And Coach, this is an important possession because you got 6:23 left to go before halftime. You're going to receive the kick to start the second half, so you want to keep them out of the end zone, and at worst, go into the end zone with a 1-point lead.
That's a great thing about this possession right here. Like you said, if we hold them right here, get the opportunity to get the ball back, put a drive together, go down and score. We're in great shape coming in the third quarter.
Once again, we want to give a shout out to Farmington Dental for everything they do to support Cardinal athletics. Williams Tractor, Tony Satcheries, there's a whole bunch of people to help put this together. Lined up in the shotgun, Heltmus is going to get it, and he is going to lower his shoulder, get across the 40 before he's brought down. And once again, Colton Kilgore in on the tackle.
That's just a wide ISO that they're actually folding with the wing back. Only picked up 4 that time, but that's giving us fits right there.
2nd down and 6. I guess it's 2nd down and 7. They got to get all the way to the 47-yard line for a first down. Heltmus is going to get rung up in the backfield this time. Once again, Kilgore's in there. And let's see. Freeman.
Well, they tried to run the play 2 times in a row, and Freeman said, okay, this fold block, I'm going to stand my ground this time, and it's not going to take place like it did on the play prior.
5:19 left to go here in the first half. Redbirds clinging to a 1-point game. Big play here for the Cardinal defense. 3rd down and 8. Tigers in a shotgun. Here comes the Cardinals on a blitz. They flushed him out of the pocket. He breaks 1 tackle and is going to get out of bounds at the 40 to 39-yard line.
Great job on the initial penetration by Ori Phillips coming off of that defensive tackle position to flush their quarterback a little wider than he anticipated.
4th down. 4th down and 7. Looks like Coach Apser is sending in the punt crew. I don't believe it. Coach Apser, a Farmington graduate of 1980. Coach, he's a pretty good player.
79.
He was not. He was an 80.
I think he was 79.
I know better than that. Can we tell you how I know that?
How do you know that?
My brother graduated in 79, and Coach Apser was 1 year behind him. I bet you Frito pie on this one.
I'd hate to be wrong, but, I might be.
All right.
It'd be the first time in a long time. How's that?
We will ask Miss Osnes about that one.
Boys, we got a break with that punt, 8 yards.
8 yards, so the Redbirds are going to take over at the Tiger 45 with 4:46 left to go in the first half. Cardinals got 2 timeouts. Hill's in at quarterback. Sturgeon is split out to the far side, and Coach, there's nobody over the top of him. Here's a tunnel screen to Sturgeon. Sturgeon's got it at the 40. It's going to get down inside the 40 to about the 36-yard line. Coach, they was going man-to-man on Drew there.
That's what they were doing earlier. They, they're leaving number 2. And they're saying, okay, we're going to take this threat away. But that right there with, I guess, Spencer Adams is the offense coordinator this year, and the play call right there that he had, That's a little easier on your quarterback. Get him in there, let him throw a tunnel screen. Let him get his feet underneath him, have a little time, let him complete a high percentage pass, and let's go from there.
Hill's quarterback sneak going to get inside the 30 all the way down to about the 29-yard line. That's going to be a first down. Move the change. 4:05 left to go here in the first half. And Coach, if you can take it down and stick it in right here, that's a big deal.
Well, it's like you talked about on Prairie Grove's possession earlier. If we come out with a good defensive stand, all of a sudden we get two possessions. We end the half with a possession, and we start the second half with possession.
Hill's up under center. Sturgeon is going to line up in the slot. And there is, what's the call? Timeout?
I think Prairie Grove's got a timeout.
Timeout on the Tigers. So we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back with 3:54 left to go in the first half. Redbirds up 7-6.
You want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson grilled and ready chicken breast fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson grilled and ready chicken.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting all of you in Farmington.
Did you see that?
We're good.
All right.
54 left to go.
All right, Hill's up under center. Here comes the toss. Mayo's trying to get to the corner. He's going to get outside, lower his shoulder, get knocked out of bounds around the 22-yard line.
Great job by Mayo turning the corner and getting what he can.
All right.
Before he ran out of bounds.
Coach, I got a message here from Miss McQuiston.
Oh, my goodness.
She said, and I quote her, she says, "You are correct. I took Greg on a senior class trip to New Orleans in 1979. Once again, Randy Osnes, you are wrong."
I am wrong. I am. And God
No, I'm
bless
still
her.
quoting her. Hold on, I'm still quoting her. She said, "This is not the first time you've been wrong." She said, "It will probably not be the last time you'll be wrong."
She taught me history, I believe.
Oh,
and
thank
she
you.
was a class sponsor back in the day. I think my brother was in on that. My oldest brother was in on that class trip to New Orleans.
Yeah. She was one of our class sponsors whenever I graduated. So the Cardinals got first down, the ball sitting just inside the 20-yard line. Hill's up under center. Hands off to Turner. Turner's going to go straight up off the A gap, and he's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards. And Coach, here's the great deal about Miss McQuiston. When it gets colder after football games, she'll have everybody over for hot chocolate.
So you get to go to her house?
We all get to go
Do you?
to hot chocolate.
Well,
she does it, yeah.
Apparently she just invites her favorites.
Well, no, she see, you're wrong again.
I may have to talk to her about that.
Yeah. Second down and 8. Hill fakes the handoff. Going to go toward the end zone. Touchdown.
Backside post to Ben Macedo. That's not only a great ball, that's a great look. Both front side receivers. That was actually his number 3 option. Did a good job hitting the backside post.
Coach Macedo got to about the 4-yard line, held his arm up, and said, "Boys, throw me the ball."
Well, at 6'4", 6'5", he's a pretty good target back there. It's pretty easy to see.
Hill with a great pass, and now the Redbirds are going to try to extend that lead from 13-6 to make it 14-6. A good snap. Flag is down. Offsides on the defense. And Coach, what do you do here? You take the penalty and you run your offense on and try to make it. Now you're trying to make it a 9-point game instead of a 8-point game.
No, kind of in favor of going ahead and kicking the PAT right here.
Kick is up, and it's good. So the Redbirds take a 14-6 lead with 2:47 left to go here in the first half. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
If you'd like to advertise during this broadcast,
please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Zachary's.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Zachary's.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Zachary's.
Tony's Zachary's famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Zachary's.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Zachary's makes everything taste great.
Hey guys.
Hey Mom. Starving. Chips. Hey. Oh, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Go. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the...
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Sturgeon's got it teed up. 2:47 left to go in the first half. That kick is going to hold up and be fielded at the 2-yard line. It gets out to the 15. Makes one miss. Now he's going to cut back. There's a flag down, and he's going to be brought down right at the 20-yard line. So Cardinals may come out of this a little better than if it went in the end zone.
Yeah, I think they got Prairie Grove for a holding or a block in the back on the far side.
So that'll move the ball back to about the 12-yard line. Hey, Coach, that's a weapon. Anytime you can kick that ball inside the 5-yard line, down into the end zone.
Well, Drew has gotten a lot better in the kicking game. He, last year did a good job, I think part-time in the kicking game. I think we used 2 or 3 different folks trying to get some balls deep, and Drew has definitely improved.
First down and 10 for the Tigers. The ball set just inside the 10-yard line. 2:38 left to go here in the first half. See if the Cardinals dial up some pressure. Flag on the play.
Imagine that.
They're going to call offsides on the Cardinals.
The second time tonight we've lined up in the neutral zone. I'm sure that'll be addressed at halftime.
First down and 5. The ball sitting at the 15-yard line. Here comes the handoff. Heltema's got some running room. Ball's on the ground. Cardinals are going to come up with it at the 30-yard line.
Trey South came up with a fumble there.
Well, that changes the complexion of going into halftime now. Instead of an 8-point lead, we can punch this one in, go in with a bigger lead, and come back with the ball again.
Hill's back in at quarterback. Sturgeon is going to go split to the far side. Here's the toss. Gets it back to Sturgeon.
First pass.
That pass is incomplete, broken up. Both of them turned to defenders. Tried to run the wide receiver pass. Reverse pass, Coach.
Reverse pass.
Tried to hit Colton Reeves.
Sudden possession change. Try to do something right there to catch him off balance and really go ahead and step on it right here.
Coach, I believe it's it wasn't 2 years ago, but it was about 5 or 6 years ago. We was over here. We scored on that play. Here comes Turner with the pitch. He's going to cut it back in, get hit right at the 30. May pick up a yard. So it's going to be 3rd down and a 9, maybe 8. 3rd down and 8. 2:05 left to go here in the second quarter.
I'll toss sweep will be a good play in the second half. We just need to sustain our blocks a little longer on the strong side. Fullback did a good job of kicking out.
Here's the toss to Trace South. Trace trying to get to the corner. Going to get inside, all the way down inside the 20, and that's going to be enough for a first down. He got hit at about the 25-yard line, spun off the tackler, and picked up a first down. That'll stop the clock with a $1:37.
You know, Trace is one of those kids that had an injury last year as a sophomore. Great player as a junior high player, coming out here this year as a junior, and showing us tonight that he's going to be a threat throughout the season.
Hill hands off to Trace. Trace once again breaks the tackle and falls forward and gets inside the 15. And Coach, that's something. When you can consistently take a hit and then pick up 3 or 4 yards after that hit. And Trace is not a big guy.
Well, he keeps his knees high and he keeps those feet churning. He stays square to the hole right there and did a great job taking on the tacklers.
5'10", 156, the junior. Hill's up under center. Offset fullback. Here goes Sturgeon in motion. Hand off to going to get up inside the 13. Trace South again. Game clock's down to 40 seconds.
Still have 2 timeouts, correct?
That is correct. I say there's going to be a pass right here. 3rd down and 4. Sturgeon is going to catch it, and he is going to get up. Going to be a first down. That'll stop the clock with 16 seconds left. Let's see if the Cardinals burn a timeout right here. And the Cardinals are going to use a timeout. No, they're not going to use a timeout. Hill drops back. Now he's looking. Now he's going to take off running. Throws it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals.
How about O'Connell? Wow. That's a great catch.
Oh, my goodness. That was a fastball on the lower outside corner of the plate, Coach.
Hey, Eric Hill put that ball where only Sean O'Connell could catch it, and he threw a frozen rope. That looks like him playing third during the spring playing baseball. That was definitely a fastball.
So 2 seconds left to go on the clock before halftime, and the Redbirds are going to try to make it a 21-6 game. High snap. Hill takes off. Now he throws into the end zone, and that is broken up.
A little fire play there. High snap on the PAT, and Freeman broke open to what kind of looked like to me he had a linebacker hanging on him before he got the ball to him.
So the Cardinals, Coach, couldn't draw it up any better.
No, did a great job. I was concerned. Really thought we were going to go ahead and burn some timeouts there. And, you know, boys, when you got somebody throwing missiles like Eric Hill, that's the last 2 possessions, you don't worry about those timeouts. You don't worry about the clock.
He had plenty of time, flushed out of the pocket. All of a sudden, boys, he cut her loose. That wasn't a changeup. And it wasn't the high heat. It was on the outside lower half of the corner.
You know, that's been the knock on Eric that I've heard as far as him, you know, his ability to throw the ball, that, you know, there's not a lot of touch. But there's been a couple balls that he's thrown since he threw that tunnel. You know, that tunnel looked like to me gave him a lot of confidence.
Yeah.
And he put a couple, you know, there's a couple balls where he put some touch on, and then now all of a sudden he's throwing the fastball when he needs to.
Starts with a swift kick. It's going to be fielded at the 25, and it's going to be brought down at the 29, 30-yard line. So, Coach, that's going to take us to halftime. It's 20-6 Redbirds, and Coach, we'll take a break. Let show the band when they play, and then we'll come back right before halftime and kind of rehash the first half.
Sounds good.
Constant snacking with Tyson Anytizer's boneless buffalo bites. Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom.
The Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh yeah! Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson grilled and ready chicken breast fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson grilled and ready chicken.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting all of you in Farmington to come see us at Everett Chevrolet in Springdale. Make the short drive and shop Northwest Arkansas's best selection of new Chevys, like the sporty Chevy Camaro, the rugged Silverado, and the family-friendly Tahoe, completely redesigned for 2015. Experience a better way to buy your new Chevy at Everett Chevrolet in Springdale. Family-owned, customer-friendly, a proud supporter of the Farmington Cardinals. Go Cards!
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast,
please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony Chachere's
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony Chachere's
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony Chachere's
Tony Chachere's famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony Chachere's
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony Chachere's makes everything taste great.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mom. Starving. Chips. Hey. Oh, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Go. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the constant snacking with Tyson Anytizer's boneless buffalo bites.
Yeah.
Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom.
The Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh yeah! Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson grilled and ready chicken breast fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson Grilled and Ready Chicken.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting all of you in Farmington to come see us at Everett Chevrolet in Springdale. Make the short drive and shop Northwest Arkansas's best selection of new Chevys, like the sporty Chevy Camaro, the rugged Silverado, and the family-friendly Tahoe, completely redesigned for 2015. Experience a better way to buy your new Chevy at Everett Chevrolet in Springdale. Family-owned, customer-friendly, a proud supporter of the Farmington Cardinals. Go Cards!
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast,
please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries' famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
Hey guys.
Hey Mom, starving. Chips. Hey, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Go. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the constant snacking with Tyson Anytizers boneless buffalo bites.
Yeah.
Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom.
The Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony's Sasheries Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh yeah. Tony's Sasheries.
Makes everything taste great.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson Grilled and Ready Chicken Breast Fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson Grilled and Ready Chicken.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting all of you in Farmington to come see us at Everett Chevrolet in Springdale. Make the short drive and shop Northwest Arkansas's best selection of new Chevys, like the sporty Chevy Camaro, the rugged Silverado, and the family-friendly Tahoe, completely redesigned for 2015. Experience a better way to buy your new Chevy at Everett Chevrolet in Springdale. Family-owned, customer-friendly, a proud supporter of the Farmington Cardinals. Go Cards!
if you would like to advertise during this broadcast,
please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Sasheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Sasheries.
Tony's Sasheries' famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
Hey guys.
Hey Mom, starving. Chips. Hey, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Go. I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the constant snacking with Tyson Anytizers boneless buffalo bites. Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom.
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh yeah! Tony Chachere's
Makes everything taste great.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletic.
We're back, Cardinal fans. Halftime. Cardinals lead it 20-6 over the Prairie Grove Tigers. 3:35 left to go in halftime. Jeff Oxford, Randy Osnes. I'm Brian Dean, bringing it to you from Prairie Grove. Jeff, first half so far so good.
Man, great job by the Cardinal defense. Offense come to life there the last two possessions. And, you know, Coach Osnes and I, we walked down there in the crowd there a little bit there during halftime, and it's always good because to see there's so many fans. It's such a big rivalry, and you know the common theme that I heard while I was down there was everybody was talking about how aggressive we've been on defense.
Right, and that was one of the big points coming out of last year and working into this year during fall camp. Putting pressure on the offensive quarterback, the offensive line, coming off the ends, bringing in a linebacker or safety, and it definitely paid dividends for us in the first half. Tony Mayo, I don't know how many times we called his name, both offensively and defensively, and then there was a couple others that we've called multiple times, and that's one thing that you like to see from the defensive coordinator standpoint, swarming to the ball and being able to attack.
I think we've called a lot of guys, 2 or 3 times. I want to go ahead and give a shout out to the guys playing both ways. I mean, it's nice to see. And I like Big Chuck in there in the middle, rolling in there offensively on the center, then turning right around, coming out defensively, playing on the nose, putting a lot of pressure right up the middle. In any sport you play, you got to be strong up the middle.
Absolutely.
And, you've got Chuck right there in the middle of it, doing a great job all night long. Those guys don't get the praise they deserve on a regular basis, but proud of him. Proud of the ball that Sean O'Connell caught right there at the end of the half. Missile thrown by Eric Hill. And then the Big Ben Baceto coming up with the catch there in the back of the end zone earlier.
That play that you were talking about down in the corner of the end zone right before halftime, I was walking through our side and somebody made the comment to me, it kind of looked like Barry Lunny to J.J. Metters-esque in 1995 in Alabama.
Well,
I don't know if it was that close
they
or
can
not.
say that all they want to, but that pass right there got there about 10 times faster than Barry Looney's pass.
I had the opportunity to go down. My son-in-law and daughter are here from up north a little bit. Got the grandkids here. Got to see them. That's what they were all talking about down there, that you could hear that ball coming through the air, and when it made contact with O'Connell, so it was just a big thud. And I said, well, our boy Eric Hill knows how to throw a fastball, that's for sure.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
And guys, we didn't really get to talk about this much before in pregame, but we briefly talked on it being a rivalry, and it's 29-29, and the truth of the matter is, this is one of them games that this is what everything is good about high school sports.
Oh, what's great about it, it's the first game of the season. I mean, we're week 1, and you get this atmosphere. I mean, there are people, completely surrounding this field. There's not enough bleachers to put everybody in.
Right.
And the noise, I mean, of course, I'm sure that's one thing I heard. We were down there a while ago, too. Somebody listened to the broadcast. It's really neat to hear you guys talk, but he said it must be crazy because we can hear the crowd noise also. So,
well, 29-29, we mentioned that. Coach, there was a time back, started out in the 70s, carried up till about the fall of 1985, where 12 times in a row the home team won this game.
Oh, I played in a few of those games, and it was whoever was hosting was normally the winner of that ball game. And trying to break that streak was tough, and it happened way after I was gone. But it's really neat to see the rivalry going back and forth like that. It's just something you don't see much of. You hear about the Fayetteville Springdale and so on back in the heyday when Gerald Williams was at Springdale, and and then all of a sudden you have this, and the days of Alan Holland walking that sideline over there, boys. I mean, it's just pretty cool stuff.
Right. I heard earlier that the last 11 ball games between these two teams, the visiting team won the last 11. I don't know if that's accurate.
That's not correct.
Is it not? Okay.
That's not correct.
That came from down the press box.
Well, see, I'm not even going to say anything whether it would be a year or whatever, because I know Miss McQuistion's listening now.
Yep.
And apparently that's another thing I heard down there. About 10 people said, "Hey, you were wrong." So I admitted it. I know a few years ago, Farmington come over here with a sophomore quarterback, Keaton Austin, and we got beat. Had a chance to win it, but we got beat. So I know that's been within the last 11 years. So.
Now, wait a minute. Okay. I see what you're saying.
But I will tell you this. What's so cool about this is even when I'm walking down through the stands, I see, of course, we're over here on the Prairie Grove side because we're in their press box.
Right.
But as I'm walking down through there, it's the same way for Coach. We see numerous of people that we know. We see people that we grew up playing against.
Right.
And this rivalry, these are people that you go to church with. These are people you see around town. Heck, this will be people you'll see at the Clothesline Festival this weekend.
Right.
But for this 3 hours on this Friday night, there's no friends.
Right, and that goes back to last year when during basketball season, for one of the first couple of games when we came over here, you and I were doing the broadcast, and then all of a sudden McKenna Van Zandt checks into the ball game, and not only Farmington's crowd, but all of the entire stadium at that point in time rose to the occasion and gave her a standing ovation. And that's exactly what you were what you talked about then is the same thing that you're talking about now. Enemies on the field, but after the field.
We all three know. I mean, it's a rivalry anytime we play in any sport. But the matter of the fact is, out in the community, if it's a Prairie Grove guy and a Farmington guy and somebody needs some help, they will help each other.
Yeah,
and that's a really cool thing. I think that's what Ox is trying to get across. But it sure is fun on a Friday night, boys.
Except during game week is what Ox said. We'll help him except during game week.
That's right. That's right. Well, the cool metrics of it is I can name about 5 or 6 people that I went to school with or graduated within 4 or 5 years that I was there at Farmington that ended up moving to Prairie Grove, and their kids come through the Prairie Grove system, and vice versa. We've had people that come over to Prairie Grove, and come to Farmington that graduated from Prairie Grove, and their kids come through our system. So this communities are so intertwined. And it's just, I say this every year, but this game is everything that's right with high school sports.
Absolutely. It definitely reminds me, this atmosphere tonight, I mean, like you guys mentioned, the crowd on Prairie Grove side, packed. All the way around the fence, packed. Crowd on Farmington side, packed. Go to the north side of the end zone, it's wrapped around. It reminds me a lot of Texas high school football.
Well, I can tell you this, if Cardinals can hold on, it doesn't matter what the temperature is at the Clothesline Fair, we'll see some Cardinal letter jackets.
Especially after the predictions today. I think Hooten's had us as a six-point dog, I believe is what it was, 26-20, something like that. And you're right. And we keep doing what we're doing up front and, running to the football defensively. The big thing I know you guys probably mentioned before I got back up here was penalties and miscues offensively, putting the ball on the ground. We had a couple opportunities, especially early when we got the ball on their 39. And, with those miscues taken care of, we're good to go.
It would not surprise me one bit to see an onside kick right here. It would not surprise me.
Coming out of halftime, Cardinals up 20-6 over the Prairie Grove Tigers. Battle of 62, Jeff Oxford. Randy Osnes, Brian Dean bringing you the coverage.
Tigers got it teed up. The white hat says, let's go, boys, let's play. Kick is going to be fielded by Sturgis at the 15. He's up at the 20, the 25, cuts it back in at the 30. It's across the 40, lowers his shoulder, gets up to the 45-yard line. Sturgeon caught it on the near side, Coach, started back toward the Cardinal sideline, planted his old foot, and all of a sudden, one of the few fields where you can go, you don't want to go north-south, you want to go east-west here in Prairie Grove.
Here. He did a great job. He set up some blocks in front of him, and you know, I just like the way Drew runs the football. He does a great job. Then all of a sudden, when he's got to put his shoulder down, he lowers the shoulder and gets a couple extra.
Absolutely.
First down and 10. The ball sitting at the Cardinal 45-yard line.
Oz, I'm going to need a favor from you the first week of softball practice. My daughter just brought me a Dr. Pepper. I asked for a Dr. Pepper. She brings me a Diet Dr. Pepper. I need you to run her a little bit. A couple of foul poles extra.
Swain's in at quarterback. Hand off to Sturgeon. He breaks one tackle, breaks two tackles, breaks three. They had Sturgeon back at the 40. He breaks three tackles and picks up about a yard.
It's a nice job by Sturgeon, not only reversing field, breaking tackles, putting that hand down, keeping his balance, and making something out of nothing.
Kozlowski went off the field kind of gingerly. I couldn't tell what the situation was. I couldn't tell if it was an ankle, but he was tapping his helmet. He's replaced by Trevin Beaver, my fault.
11-17. Swain's up under center. Here comes the toss to Mayo. Mayo tries to get to the corner. He's going to break one tackle, run into his own player. Still on his feet. End up at about the 44-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 2, but that was the hardest loss of 2 yards run you'll see. And Coach Farmington's seen something or talked about something at halftime about attacking the edges. Both runs have been the jet sweep, trying to attack the edge.
Well, you and I talked about it. They're about midway through the second quarter. You know, if we'll sustain some blocks a little bit longer with our interior lineman and also our tight end, we're getting a great kick-out block by Sean O'Connell. We just need to sustain those blocks so we can go ahead and plant that left foot in that situation right there and get positive yardage.
Farmington's going to have to burn a timeout as they couldn't get the right personnel on the field. So we'll take a quick break and be right back.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson grilled and ready chicken breast fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson grilled and ready chicken.
Hi, I'm Susie.
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast,
please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Card!
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. 3rd down and 11. Looks like Swain's going to be in the shotgun. 3 receivers split to the near side, 1 to the far side. Swain drops back. Now he's going to tuck it and run. And it's going to be brought down at about the 49-yard line. Coach, we had one guy covering 2 over here on this side.
We had 1 over 2, and then on the back side we had I guess a Sturgeon who was wide open. And I understand. I mean, I'm not back there sitting in the pocket, but out of the 3 receivers, they were covered by 2, and 1 was 3 yards behind the secondary.
Cardinals are going to punt. Good snap. End over end kick is going to be fielded at the 18-yard line. Got some running room across the 20, 30, 35-yard line. And Coach, that's what happens if you get a low kick and they're able to you kick it right to somebody.
Right. And that's not, the problem was the first 3 guys we had down there were still in full strides. And then, anytime you're having a situation where you're going to try to tackle a punt returner, you're going to go long strides and short strides, and we never had the opportunity because the ball was kicked so low.
1st down and 10 for the Tigers. The ball sitting at the Tiger 35-yard line. Redbirds up 20-6, 9:33 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Tigers break the huddle. Here comes the inside trap, and that's
Nobody. Nowhere to go.
Good job there by Cardinal defense.
Well, one thing about a trap, you know, you can't have penetration, and Red Romer was in the backfield on the snap and did a great job of getting that thing kind of delayed and stood up, and then you had Freeman and a couple other guys. Hayden Cox.
Second down and 10. When Tigers have had success, it's been when they're running a little wider. Here comes the handoff inside again. Good job there by Cardinal interior defense.
No flags.
Let's see. It looks like it's going to be on Farmington.
I think they're going to call two of them, one on Farmington and one on Prairie Grove. Double unsportsmanlike.
On the positive side, Jacob Rogers, you know, he and Rhett both taking care of that interior defense. Both of them coming on the ball really well. And even that time, you know, Rhett was double teamed, and you know, anytime you get the opportunity that you're being double teamed, that means there's a linebacker free to make a play.
Should be third down and about 8.
I do not understand why they moved the ball back up. It's only a yard, but
yeah. Well, originally it was 2nd and 9. Now it's 3rd and 9. So
third down. There goes the Tigers in motion. Quarterback drops back. Here comes Turner from the backside.
Oh, and he got blasted.
Turner smokes him. They're going to call it an incomplete pass, and that's the right call.
Yes, it is.
Once again, there's just more defenders than what they have offensive personnel to block with, and we're just sending one extra man doing a great job from the backside. Earlier in the game, in the first half, it was Tony Mayo off the front side.
Turner with the pressure, and Sturgis is going to go back. Sturgeon is going to set up at about the 26-yard line. Cardinals have got pressure on the punter a couple times. Let's see if Mayo can get in there this time.
Got it. Oh.
That one may have been touched.
Boy, it sure looked like to me that he got a piece of it.
Ball, short punt's going to go out of bounds on the Tiger side of the 50, be at the 47-yard line. Coach, here's one time you need to go down, take it in, score, and then you start putting the pressure on the Tigers, maybe having to try to throw the ball a little more.
Something they're not really accustomed to or haven't been in the past. Eric Hill's back in the game for the Cardinals.
Hill's in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff to Sturgeon. Now he's going to hit him out here on the flats. Sturgeon, they're going to call a hold.
They're going to call Colton Reeves holding out here. Well-designed play.
Sturgeon gets up limping.
Well-designed play. Fake the jet sweep to him and then go ahead and hit him on a little bubble. Colton did a good job setting up his block. If it was Sunday afternoon in the NFL, we got away with it.
Well, if it's a Friday night on most other fields, you get away with that one. That was a pretty good block. So that's going to knock off about a 27, 25-yard gain, move it back inside Cardinal territory at the 45. I would like to commend the official on this side. He's been consistent. All of his flags have been against Farmington. Hills up under center. Here comes the counter. Turner's got some running room. Makes a cut at the 40, 35, down inside the 30.
That's a nice job by Turner. And another flag.
Now let's see what happened there.
That's way back here after the play.
Hayden Grantham's out there doing a really good job sustaining his block, and may have said something after the flag to earn him another one, which may earn him an opportunity to get over here, sit down next to the coach. Came off the ball well, sustained his block well, took the guy to the ground, and apparently these officials aren't big on that.
Offsetting penalties again.
The first one must have been against Prairie Grove, and then we retaliated. That's the only thing I could think of. I thought they were originally both against us.
So it's first down and 10, the ball at the 30-yard line. .749 left to go here in the third quarter. Hills under center. Here's the toss to Turner. Turner gets to the corner, lowers his shoulder, runs over one at the 20.
There you go. Cardinal down.
Looks like Watson's down.
Looks like a cramp. And Coach, it's a little humid out there tonight. We was at the junior high game last night, and he had to break out the jackets.
Good rain last night, and all of a sudden that little cold front came through. I kind of enjoyed it.
It was nice.
I think I even got in trouble for getting on the official last night in the 7th grade game from the fence.
You can't do that.
Well, it was a great hit.
It was a
number 2 for our 7th grade team. I'm sorry. I apologize if your parents are listening to the game tonight or whatever it may be, but you had 2 outstanding blocks last night that reminded me of the old days. And I really was fired up about the way you were playing the game. And the second play, or the second block that you had that you were penalized on, was completely wrong in my mind. It was a great block, but I'll learn that young man's name here for too long. I will mention him on the air. And I happened to be a little bit loud when I said something, and the official didn't really like it. Of course, I just pointed at Oxford, so, you know, I'm 5'10", he's 6'10", there's a big difference. So.
You didn't happen to get put back in the bird cage, did you?
No, I just sit right there next to the fence and just kept pointing to the guy to my left. You know, that's.
Everybody blames me. I thought it was a great call.
I thought it was a great block. Young man's got a future. Played hard from whistle to whistle.
Well, your comment about them, they're wearing helmets, was probably a little over the top. First down and 10 for the Redbirds.
We can always go back and put flags around their waist, I guess.
Hill drops it, picks it up. Now he's tried to. He was just in survival mode there and tried to hit O'Connell as he was rolling out.
It's a nice job by Eric here. Eric picking up that loose ball and then escaping the pressure coming up and trying to make something out of nothing. Unfortunately, we just had a draw pass.
It would have been a tough one to catch. It's way out in front, a little low.
Yeah. But Moose Johnson would have said you got to make that catch.
Well, he would.
7:21 left to go in the third quarter. Cardinals up 20-6 over Prairie Grove. Battle of Highway 62.
Here comes the toss to Turner. Turner cuts it back in. Gets inside the 15 down to about the 13-yard line. I'm
19.
sorry, inside the 20. So they're going to say it's at the 18-yard line. They'll make it third down and 8.
Well, we've got them set up for anything on the backside. They are flying. The defensive end on the away from the play is out of the picture. And I know the old golden rule is it plays the way I stay. And there was no one on the backside of the defense that time. We've got him with a counter, any type of reverse or something quick. Back away from the play side.
Now we're going to get called.
We got one that was kind of limping, so we're going to sub in for him.
Ben Macedo goes off the field.
Big toss sweep, got the fullback open. And with
Freeman
sliding
made a good catch.
Nice job.
We are picking on that backside post. We're rolling out on the bootleg, and we're not even looking at number 1, number 2. We're looking at the backside post, and that's just like Macedo earlier in the game. Freeman made a play right there, sliding, making a play.
Hill threw that back across his body.
Pounded right up the middle.
So the Tigers are going to call a timeout with 6:24 left to go here in the third quarter. Coach Apser wants to talk about it. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony Sacheries.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony Sacheries.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony Sacheries.
Tony Sacheries' famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your favorite foods.
Tony Sacheries.
Oh yeah, so put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony Sacheries makes everything taste great.
Hey, guy.
Hey, Mom. Starving. Chips. Hey. Oh, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Go. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the constant snacking with Tyson Anytizers boneless buffalo bites.
Yeah.
Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. First down and goal for the Redbirds. Ball sitting at the 4-yard line. Coach, we're going to call a play here that picks up 4.5. Turner's going to be your tailback. He's going to be lined up behind O'Connell. Hills up under center. Hand off to Turner. Turner gets inside the let's call it the 2-yard line. We've got another Cardinal down.
It looks like Reed.
We'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
The Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony Sacheries Creole seasoning. Trust me, I know Creole. And this is the real deal.
Oh, yeah. Tony Sacheries.
Makes everything taste great.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
Sometimes the things we want to do aren't quite the things we end up doing. But with Tyson Grilled...
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. Big Brody Hill was cramping up, Coach, so he'll step off the field, and Hill's got the play. It's second down and goal from the 2-yard line. 6:13 left to go here in the third quarter. Redbirds up 20-6.
Quarterback sneak right up the middle. Went for 6 last time. Why not do it again? There it is.
Hill keeps it, and there it is. Touchdown. Makes it 26-6. The Redbirds are going to go for 2 right here. .602 left. Redbirds going for the 2-point conversion. Hills up under center. Mayo's your tailback. Sturgeon's in the slot. Tried to hit the quick slant to Freeman. The pass goes in and out of his hands.
That Farmington touchdown brought to you by PG Telco. What a great sponsorship they do.
They've done it, you know, they're the reason we do this.
Absolutely.
You know, they come to us and ask us to start this back in the fall of 2011. And You know, it just maybe it was the year before that. 2011, I believe, is when we started, and you know they've done a great job. They helped us with equipment, and then through the years, you know, we've got sponsors: Tony Satcheries, Tyson, Wilms Tractor, you know, along with
Clardy Daniels, PG Telco,
you know, Ozark Orthopedic, you know, Farmington Dental. There's just so many people you'd like to thank. And what's good about it is over the years we got to include kids,
right?
Include students in on this. So it's a great deal. And Coach Osnes and I get to go watch some football from some pretty cool spots.
Well, what's nice, I mean, just like tonight, we walk in here, everything's set up and ready to go. We just put the headsets on and start talking. They're the ones over here running all the equipment, doing all this on the sidelines, and you know, that's really a neat deal for our kids.
Well, Coach, they don't want us running.
No.
Sturgeon's back on to kick. Yep. There's a knuckleball that's going to hit at the 12 and be picked up at the 10. Got a little running room, breaks a tackle at the 25, and is going to be brought down at about the 28, 29 yard line.
The greatest thing about that right there was Drew Sturgeon was back on the field.
Yeah, that's pretty important. Redbirds up by 20 with 5:56 left to go in the ball in the third quarter. First down and 10. The ball setting at the Tiger 28-yard line. Here comes the Cardinals on a blitz. And Hettemus gets to the outside, cuts it back in at the 50. Going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. Eric Hill with the tackle.
Yeah, that play was made possible. We didn't have a defensive end out here. He was running in late, and so it opened. You know, you don't have anybody to worry about over there, and it opened up the floodgate for him.
Well, Ben Macedo went out offensively, you know, from tight end position, who's been playing defensive end all night, and then Jarek Laskowski comes in late. Of course, luck of the draw, they're running over here to the open inside.
Here they come back to this side. This time he's going to be tackled at the 40-yard line.
That was a good job, not only right there by Colton Kilgore, but also Donovan coming out from a safety position, putting a hat on him. Or I guess you can't put a hat on him. Put a shoulder on him. I'm sorry, boys.
Speaking of putting hats on people, did you hear the new NFL rule? They went back with this whole targeting thing and actually have revamped it to where you can actually hit somebody again. Believe it or not. You just can't launch yourself.
Hand off up the middle. First man through. Good job there by that Cardinal interior lineman. Held them up enough until some linebackers could come up and clean it up.
You know, early in the game, that trap for Prairie Grove was actually working, and now we're bending with them and blowing that up there at the point of contact and pretty much just holding them up until the linebackers get there.
Right. Nice job out Worry Phillips on that side of the ball.
Third down and 8. Ball sitting at the Cardinal 38-yard line. Hand off up the middle. Here goes Helton, and he is going to be brought down at about the 5-yard line. They're going to say the 6-7-yard line.
Sideline judge missed a holding call right in front of him.
Cardinal defense going to have to bow their neck here. 4 plays, 7 yards. Hand off up the middle, leaves one at the 6, and is going to be brought down. We're going to blow him dead. Say at the 5-yard line.
Yep.
Well, they try to run a fold player out of a double slot, kick out with the tackle, and fold underneath with the slot. And like I said, we're bending a lot better now, and we're seeing those folds that we weren't seeing in the first half.
Good halftime adjustment.
Second down and goal. The ball sitting at the Cardinal 5. Redbirds up by 20. Play clock's down to 19. Here comes a handoff. Tries to get to the corner. Breaks the tackle at the 5. Touchdown Tigers. Coach, that's pretty quick.
It was quick. We had a couple missed assignments there defensively. I think on the long run, I think Brian was right. I think there was a holding call that wasn't called. Right there, we blew an assignment. We kind of ducked inside with our outside leverage, and you know, he got inside. There was no one outside of that corner.
Tigers are going to go for 2. 26-12. Redbirds up by 14.
We got an uncovered receiver. There we go.
Here comes the handoff, and he's going to be tackled. 2-point conversion will be no good.
Hayden Cox was in the backfield and actually almost could have taken the handoff. A lot of pressure from our linebackers tonight. I like it. I like the pressure. You know, when Jay Harper was defensive coordinator, of course, Jay's got some roots from over here at Prairie Grove, and back in the day, Prairie Grove put a lot of pressure on, a lot of blitzes, and Jay called a lot of pressure like this, which was a lot of fun as a secondary coach, because now all of a sudden we get to play some man and some man free. And now with Adams being the defensive coordinator, he's going back to that. We're seeing a lot of pressure out of the linebackers, and there's been a couple corner blitzes tonight, which has been fun to see. And then you have those defensive ends coming unblocked. Earlier it was from the play side. Now, you know, with Reed Turner on the last series, of course it was from the backside. We're switching out a lot of bodies tonight too, keeping some kids fresh, getting a lot of kids on film, right? And that's going to be huge for down the road. And we have been playing a lot of guys both ways.
Yes.
You know, Eric Hill's come off the field, what, 3 possessions? Mm-hmm. You have a couple other guys, Chuck, God bless Chuck, snapping the ball, then turn around playing nose. Freeman out there playing a defensive end position, then also coming in there playing tight end.
It's good to have that depth over there as well. Last year it didn't seem like the amount of depth that we can run people in and out like we are this year.
Tigers have got it teed up. .349 to go in the third quarter. Whitehead says, all right, boys, let's go. He says, I want to see the Cardinal offense. Surgeons are going to set up at the 15. And I can't believe they kicked to him, but they did. He's at the 15, up across the 20, the 25, makes one miss inside. And once again, he gets up across the 40.
He's cramping up. I know it's hot, a little humid, a little more than what it's been during fall camp.
Yeah.
But I kind of foresee a little more conditioning in the next week.
It doesn't seem like conditioning is happening these days. Well, even 2-a-days these days aren't happening like when we rolled around fall camp.
Swain's in a quarterback. He pitches it out to Turner. Turner cuts, makes one miss, gets up to the 45. Going to fall across the 45. So that's going to make it 2nd down and 7.
Well, even like there, I mean, that was a good run. We had good initial contact. I mean, we had a hat-on-hat with our offensive lineman, but you've got a young man like Reed Turner who's going to plant his foot, cutbacks, jump stops, you know.
Right.
And we're not staying with the blocks long enough. I mean, if you got a guy that has the opportunity to cut it back like he does on a regular basis, we got to sustain blocks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mayo comes in at tailback. Here comes the handoff to Mayo, right straight up the middle. And the pile's moving forward, and they're going to be brought down at the 50-yard line.
Mayo's been on that field a lot tonight. You know, we saw that possession there before half with Trey South picking those knees up and putting them down and doing a great job. I look to see him again here in a few minutes, maybe here in the 4th quarter. We've ran some different tailbacks tonight. We've had 3 or 4 in the ball game.
Right.
2:25 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Redbirds with a 3rd down and 2. Here comes the toss to Mayo. Mayo drops the ball. The Cardinals are going to fall on it, and it's going to be a 1st down. That ball was recovered by Colton Kilgore, I believe.
A good job coming from the right tackle position, following down the line of scrimmage.
Be a good sign for offensive line side. Big hog mollies up front, right in the center of them, getting good penetration, knocking their guys 4 or 5 yards off the ball.
Cardinals go with an empty backfield. Ball's on the ground. Backed out from the snap a little too soon. Gonna run the jet sweep then.
And those kinds of things, of course, will sharpen up here in the next week or two. I mean, you always look so much better week 2 than you do week 1,
yeah.
no matter how well you play. But those little things right there will definitely be improved come this time next week.
Second down and 11. The ball sitting at the Tiger 47-yard line.
Minute 25 left to go in the third quarter. Cardinals up 26-12.
Here comes Seth. He's going to be up under center. Mayo's your lone setback. Left-handed quarterback. Pass is complete. Out in the flats. Sean O'Connell. Say out in the flats. Just really a quick little 5 and out.
Sean did a great job. Right, that ball was thrown behind him. Reached back, grabbed it, turned his body all the way around, turned that into a positive gain.
Makes it a manageable 3rd down and 6.
How nice is it when you have a fullback that can catch?
Yeah.
Big play here for Cardinal offense. Get a first down here, you can take it into the 4th quarter. Here comes the screen pass to Mayo. Mayo's got one to beat. Now he cuts one at the 30. He's at the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Mayo.
Great play call. They had a blitz called. They were all out blitz, and here you go.
Important factor.
Do not mention it. Do not jinx it.
No. I was just going to say important factor. No flags.
Here we go. Here we go. Okay, folks. The next flag has now been brought to you by Brian Dean.
Hey, I'm just saying, there was a big play on Farmington's side, and every other big play that we've had, there's been a flag thrown.
32-12 with 24 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Snap is good, the kick is up, and it's good. And Coach makes it 33-12. We'll take a quick break and be right back.
Ready chicken breast fillets, you can make eating right a promise to yourself you actually keep. No preservatives, 98% fat-free, and fully cooked. So you'll be eating right in no time, just like you intended. Tyson Grilled and Ready Chicken.
Hi, I'm Susie Everett, inviting all of you in Farmington to come see us at Everett Chevrolet in Springdale.
If you would like to advertise during this broadcast,
please contact our athletic director, Brad Blue,
at 479-266-1806.
Go Cards!
Things are changing in kitchens everywhere.
Tony's Zachary's.
People are replacing salt and pepper on everything they eat.
Tony's Zachary's.
Oh yeah, no more salt and pepper.
Tony's Zachary's.
Tony's Zachary's famous Creole seasoning brings out the flavor in all your
Cardinal
favorite.
fans, 24 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Cardinals up 33-12. Jeff Oxford, Randy Osnes, Brian Dean coming to you from Tiger Stadium.
You just can't say Randy Osnes. I mean, this Burger King All-American right here.
It was Whataburger last year.
I was going to say, I thought Burger King All-American was Jared Morrison.
Jared's a Wendy's. Trust me.
Oh, he's gone Wendy's now.
Sturgeon's going to kick this one deep, and it's going to hit right at the goal line. And
I tell you what, stick a pitching wedge right there.
I guarantee you. So the Tigers will take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 24 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Redbirds up by 21.
We get a stop on this possession right here. Going into the 4th quarter, probably going to see some different bodies in there, different numbers in there on defense, and probably offensively also. Like we were talking about earlier, you want to get these kids on some film, be able to go back and look at them tomorrow morning.
Here's a handoff. We missed the tackle on the backfield. There is a flag there's a flag that comes in and from the back judge at about the 31-yard line. And we may have 12. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. We had 12.
Well, I was right. We got to see some new bodies in there. We got to see one extra. I wonder if Ms. McQuistion is still listening.
I don't know, but here's the deal. They picked up about 4 yards, and we had 12 people.
That's not good for us, huh?
That's a 15-yard penalty?
Yeah. Wow. There you go. Compliments of Brian Dean.
He did. He jinxed it earlier, didn't he?
Yep.
You called it.
First down and 10. The ball now at the Tiger 38-yard line. And boys, we're just about taking the handoff. Still fighting for yardage is going to be brought down right at midfield.
Jonathan Mitchell's the one that's back in the backfield. The last 2 times he's tackled the quarterback. Maybe this time he'll tackle the running back first.
First down and 10. The ball right at the 50.
It's the end of the third quarter.
That's going to be the end of the third quarter. So, Coach, we'll take a quick break and we'll come back with the Redbirds up 33-12.
Food. Tony's Sasheries.
Oh yeah. So put a little Creole in your kitchen. Tony's Sasheries makes everything taste great.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Mom. Starving. Chips. Hey, thanks. Oh, we're starving. What else do we got here? Crackers. Go. Oh, I'm starving. Oh, yeah, cookies.
And the constant snacking with Tyson Anytizers boneless buffalo bites. Made with all white meat, they're the warm, protein-packed way to hold them over until dinner time.
These are awesome.
Also available in these delicious varieties.
Thanks, Mom.
Farmington Stampede is a proud supporter of Farmington schools and the Farmington community. We look forward to everyone joining the next Stampede.
Go Cards!
Everybody knows how good Louisiana food is. For us, it's a way of life. We call it Creole. Creole is the melting pot of cultures, music, and great food. Salt and pepper? No way. On whatever you cook or whatever you eat, use Tony's Sasheries Creole seasoning. Trust me.
All right, Cardinal fans, we're back. First down 10. The ball is sitting right at midfield. Start of the fourth quarter. Redbirds up by 21. Tigers got the ball.
There he is.
Now they're going to try to go deep.
Oh, no.
And they got him wide open.
We had a little miscommunication there in the secondary. We had 2 flat defenders.
50-yard touchdown pass. And Coach, for being the first game of the year, there hadn't been many blown assignments tonight.
There really hasn't. You know, earlier DeCorey Thomas is in there at that corner. Now we've Jeremiah Lara's in there, and you know it's just like dropping the snap. It's just like a flag early in the game. I mean, it's that time of the season.
Here comes the pitch, trying to get to the corner, and he's not going to make it. So that keeps it at a 15-point game.
You know, you can practice all week long. You can go through fall ball, you can go through spring ball, you can go through 7-on-7, but until you get into a game on Friday night, there's nothing like game experience.
Right.
And there are some kids out here that are learning some things right now that, you know, they didn't learn all during the fall practices back during 7-on-7 and so on. I mean, we're running around out there in our T-shirts and shorts. And, yeah, here we go. But, yeah, I had a blown assignment there, but I guarantee he learned from it. That won't happen again.
Hopefully not.
Well, I mean, you know, you echo those calls in the secondary.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of those things where it's checked and rechecked.
Right.
if we're cover 1, or we're cover 2, or we're cover 3, or whatever it may be in a robber coverage, I mean, there are signs back and forth between those secondary players that, the average fan up here is not going to see.
Right.
And just one of those situations where he comes in the ball game and, hey, here we go. It won't happen again. I just have to say, you are a texting machine tonight.
I'm not texting. Miss McQuiston keeps texting me, telling me about all the misquotes that you had.
Well, there's no doubt.
Yep. She wanted to remind me that she taught Coach Absher too. I talked to Coach Absher, and he personally told me that was the reason he came to Prairie Grove.
Oh, no. She will be blowing up your phone here in just a few minutes.
So Tigers got it teed up. We're going to have to re-tee it. Fell off. Seems like we got 10 minutes between scores. 11:52 left to go here in the ball game. Fourth quarter dominated by Prairie Grove.
All 8 seconds of it.
I call them the way I see it, boys. Sturgeon had to pick it up at the 1. Now he's going to try to get to the outside. Here he goes.
Give him a move.
Gets to the 20. Lowers his shoulder.
Oh, there's a flag there. There's got to be a flag there.
He was like out of bounds when he got hit there.
Didn't call it. Wow.
Apparently you got to be 3 yards out of bounds before you can get hit here.
No, I thought he was.
They sure looked like it from here.
There's not a lot of room between the sideline and the fence here at Prairie Grove on the home side, well, let alone anywhere on this field. Drew Sturgeon was at least halfway when contact was made. No flag thrown.
Hill's in at quarterback. Here's the toss to Turner. Turner sets his foot, cuts it back in, breaks the tackle, gets across the 25 up to about the 28-yard line. I think we're going to mark him at closer to 27. Make it second down and a long 5.
Brian Law back in the day when he coached had a great play off of a toss sweep like that, and your slot came back in underneath as a great counter back the other way. And if they are set up for that right now, if we've got that in the arsenal, it would be a great play to show them maybe here after this first down.
Hill's going to line up in the shotgun. Low snap, gets the ball handed off to Turner. Turner makes 2 miss, makes 3 miss, carries the pile across the 35, up close to the 36. And Coach, that's just a good hard run right there.
That was. Get those feet turning and those knees high.
That'll be enough for a first down. Got the game clock down to 10:50 in the fourth quarter. Redbirds up 33-18.
Looking to complete a full-out sweep of Prairie Grove.
Well, it has been. It's been 7th grade, junior high, volleyball the other night. I mean, it was.
Hill with the handoff to Turner. Turner's hit in the backfield. Still going to spin forward for about a yard.
Yeah, you mentioned the volleyball. 7th grade junior high volleyball team didn't lose the match. Varsity didn't lose the match. Junior high football.
Second down and a long 9. Cardinals just need to keep the clock going, keep the chains moving. Last 2 defensive possessions, the Tigers have scored quickly. Here comes the pass to Sturgeon. He's going to be hit out of bounds. Pass is complete, knocked out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Sturgeon is going to be about 2 yards short of first down. Makes it a manageable 3rd and 2.
Let Eric take it right back up the middle again.
Well, that last play, both guards had expanded splits. You know, they're playing that split defense, and now we've got a 3-1 against us here. Taking advantage of their defensive alignment.
Here comes the pitch,
Nice
pitch. There to Turner. Turner turns the corner. Oh my goodness.
And we're going to call another holding penalty there on Colton Reeves again, I believe, but I don't think that was that.
I think it was more defensive holding than anything else. Reed got completely turned around by their own defensive back.
That's a big play. Even though where the flag took place, it's still going to be enough for a first down. But we got a flag thrown on our coaching staff over there. And, you know, that'll be a sideline warning, probably. Oh, they called unsportsmanlike conduct on us. Wow. Yeah.
25 yards backwards. From a 3rd and 2 to a 3rd and 9.
Coach Adams wants to call a timeout, and he wants to talk about it, and I don't blame him. Coach?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were off there. I thought we took a timeout. I was intrigued by the
discussion.
The discussion.
Yeah.
And the animated gestures. Now, there's some things going on within the middle of the on the backside away from the play, and I think that's what our coaching staff was upset about. And then the flag over here, of course, play side. And then when they were trying to make a point about what was going on behind the ball, they were out on the field, and here we get the second penalty.
Yeah. Well, here's the deal. I did go to college, but I did not get a coaching degree. I've come to the conclusion that we do not run any offensive plays on this side of the field because we're going to get a flag over here.
Seems like it, doesn't it?
We run them to the other side of the field.
Well, in this sport, it's really tough, especially in high school, with the limited area you have on the sidelines. You know, they try to keep you off the field. They try to keep the kids back in the players' box. It's just really tough. And, of course, you know, it's a Friday night rivalry game. And you know, you've been waiting all summer to play this game, and maybe you creep out on the field a little bit. But there was some extracurricular going on the backside of that play right there that wasn't called. And I think Coach and a couple of the coaches on the staff got a little boisterous and maybe got out there a little bit too far on the field.
So now it's 3rd down and about 13. Hill's in at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. He's going to run the play clock down. Here comes Sturgeon. Fake the jet sweep. Now he goes deep, and he's got Mayo. Oh! Off Mayo's hands. Mayo had 3 steps there. Coach, it looked like that was gone.
He stuck the left hand up and got a piece of the ball, just couldn't haul it in.
So the Redbirds are going to punt. $9-10 left to go in the ball game. Good snap. End over end kick. Ball's on the ground, and the Cardinals
recovered by Cardinals.
Nope, Tigers come up with it.
Well, Reeves had a shot at it. He just couldn't get over there to it. He had the left hand out there on the ball, and Prairie Grove. Had the opportunity to get back to it just a little better, a little quicker than what Reeves could get to it.
The Cardinal defense needs to stop here. Last two possessions, the Tigers scored pretty quick.
We have Reed Turner out there playing a corner position now. Donovan and Hill in safeties.
Here comes the handoff. Got a little running room, sets his foot, still moving, and gets all the way across midfield down to the Cardinal 47.
Defensively on the defensive line, we're getting such a surge. We're in the backfield, and it's opening up the gaps even wider. And they're doing a great job of coming off the ball. They're getting in the backfield. They're just over-penetrating.
Right.
First down and 10. Here comes a quick hitter. Found some open room again. Gets inside the 40 to the 38. Hill slowed him up enough till some help could come. But that's going to make it second down and 2.
Well, just like that right there, Brian. I mean, you know, they're running that playoff tackle. Our defensive end is coming up and setting a hard corner, but the problem is he's past the play. Now, I don't know if we're teaching him wrong shoulder or we're just going to come in there and set. But one way or the other, we've got to do something a little different than what we're doing on those last two plays.
Attack that outside shoulder and close down the line of scrimmage instead of upward. That's a better job on the other side.
Going to have enough for a first down to get down about the 36-yard line. Cardinals trying to hold on to a 15-point lead, 8 minutes. A junior high quarter away, Coach. 8 minutes.
Junior high, that quarter runs fast, boys. It only stops for, what, change of possession?
And timeout.
And timeout.
That's it.
First down and 10, the Tigers.
Fumble.
Got it back.
Good grief.
2 times here in the last minute and a half, 2 minutes. The ball's been up for grabs, and the Tigers have come away with it both times. Almost looks like, Coach, when that guy comes in motion, it almost looks like he's turning it upfield before the ball snapped.
It may be. But he ran it to this side of the field.
He is. I didn't want to point that out. Quarterback rolls out, plants his foot, takes off running, and the Cardinals going to knock him out of bounds at about the 19, 18-yard line. .701 left to go in the ball game. First down and 10 at the Cardinal 18. Here comes the handoff to Dalton on the far side. He cuts it back in. Going to be brought down. Good job there, Donovan. Come up, made the stop for a short gain of a couple.
Donovan will come out of the middle of the field and he'll come up and strike you.
.630 left to go in the ball game. Here comes the handoff, up the middle, trying to get it to the end zone. It gets down to about the 2-yard line. It's going to be a first down. I've got to commend the Tigers on their offense tonight. They run it pretty much penalty free. Not very many holdings. .6 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the game. Going to be Great play there. Tried to run it out to the left.
Corey Phillips?
No. Colton Kilgore come in and tackled him for a sack, or for a loss, back to the 9.
Well, up until that point in this possession, there hadn't been any pressure from our linebackers. You know, we've been playing base defense, and you know, he picked his moments, called a good blitz.
Second down and goal from the 9. 5:35 left. Quarterback rolls out. Now he's going to duck it and run, and he's not going to make the goal line. Good job there by Hill and Donovan to come up and keep him out of the end zone. Coach, I know they got it back down to the 2, but what that does is keeps that clock running.
Yes, it does. They ran a waggle pass. We had it well covered. Defensive end was inside once again, and there was really nothing outside of him. Everybody's dropped back in coverage. He had a nice game, but it did keep the clock running.
Third down and go. Ball's at the 2-yard line. Tigers up under center. Here comes the Cardinals. Touchdown Tigers with 4:55 left to go in the game. (33-24), and Coach, this is a big play right here. If they convert this 2-point conversion, that makes it a 1-possession game. Cardinal defense needs to make a stand right here. Ball's going to come this way. Quarterback's going to roll out, pass to the back of the end zone, no good. Had a wide open receiver.
They did. They ran a backside just like we've been doing to them all night long. Yep. Option 1 and 2 was not the main option. They were looking for that backside, what would have been more of a dig route since they were on a 2-point conversion play, but he was wide open, just overthrew him.
Coach, now you got to send your hand teams in now.
Yeah, hands team will be on the field. Prairie Grove has no option but to go ahead and either pooch this thing or go ahead and onside it.
.455 left to go in the ball game. Cardinals up by 9.
Well, that's what this ball game is all about. Been many a time it come down to the 4th quarter, Coach. Come down late to the 4th quarter.
It has many times.
Set the game for you. It's 4:55 left. Both teams have 2 timeouts. Redbirds up by 9. Tigers getting ready to kick off. I'm assuming that we're probably going to see the first onside kick of the year.
The long beat back, there it is.
The Tigers got it. Bounced right off the Cardinal.
Well, there's a whistle. There was a whistle prior to that. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know what the situation was there on the whistle. No matter what the situation is, Prairie Grove's going to have possession.
Well, they're talking about it now. Coach Adams is visibly upset.
I'm not too sure that ball carried 10 yards.
It doesn't matter. We touched it. Once we touch it, it's up.
But I think the situation was there was a whistle during the play, which would have been an inadvertent whistle.
Replayed it down.
Replayed it down. I mean, we heard it up here. They definitely heard it over there.
And they're going to re-kick it. And now Coach Abster's going to go ballistic. I guarantee you.
Still talking about it.
Yeah. You know, I don't know what's going on.
A lot of communication.
Yeah, now it looks like maybe they're going to set it for play.
What are they saying down there, Brian?
Your guess is as good as mine. It looks like Prairie Grove's offense is coming back out on the field. So,
well, that's unbelievable. I don't quite understand that. .454. Both teams still have 2 timeouts.
Nothing like some home cooking.
We're playing with 10 right now. We only have 10 players defensively. There we go.
Well, be interesting to see what the discussion was on this one.
Two possessions ago, we were sitting here talking about getting some fresh faces in, putting some kids on film. Now all of a sudden we're saying, okay,
we got to buckle down.
Yeah, this is a very important possession right here. Coach Adams took a timeout, which I think is much needed. Let's get our bearings back and let's get refocused and let's go play some defense here. And let's put that defense on the field that was dominating there in the start of the third quarter, most definitely there in the second quarter. The kicker on this was the possession prior to Prairie Grove scoring before. You had the 2 penalties called on a first down.
Right.
That moved us back and made it third and 13, and then we had to punt.
Right.
That was big. And up to this point, that's probably the play of the game. Not so much the play of the game, but the situation of the game.
Right. The call of the game, Coach. You can go ahead. You can say.
I'm trying to say it. I'm trying to be nice.
Yeah.
I am trying to be nice.
Well, it is what it is.
And we're still discussing.
We're still discussing it.
Whitehead is talking to the umpire. Now we're talking to the side judge. Boys, we should have figured this out.
Yeah.
The two conferences prior. Plus, you had a timeout to talk about it.
Well, we're in the press box. Everybody up here is confused. The Prairie Grove folks confused. We're confused. We're all going to go to Dairy Queen and have a hot fudge sundae.
I just got a text here from Coach Simmons wanting to know what channel we're on the radio. We may have to let,
here we go. This may be.
We may have to let Coach Simmons know that we are live streaming. Don't you guys advertise over at the high school?
Yes, sir.
We advertised at the junior high today about the game.
Oh, here they go. They reversed the call, Coach.
Well, we all said up here is inadvertent whistle. I mean, we all heard it. They heard it. Prairie Grove folks are upset about it, but I mean that's the right call. Right. It's an inadvertent whistle. Coach, you should re-kick.
Here, let me go back this. 1999, we're playing Green Forest.
Oh my goodness, here we go.
No, we're playing Gravett at Farmington. You still coaching? You'll remember this. We intercept a pass. It goes through their receiver's hands. The back judge blows the whistle. We catch it before it hits the ground. Remember that?
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
We had to replay that play. Gravett went on to score, and that was the winning drive of the game.
I mean, in the same season, Thomas Fulcher, quarterback, runs a bootleg. Of course, he fakes on the bootleg, fakes a power play away. they blow it dead. The's no one on the backside. He's standing in the end zone. I mean, we were on the 3. And, of course, there we go. We got, inadvertent whistle. You got to replay the down. And you hate it, but it happens. I mean, human error on the side judge over there, but it happens.
Well, the officials are catching it from both sides.
Go. Onside kick again.
Hooch kick. Fair catch at the 26. So Cardinals will take over first down and 10 unless we have a conference. We'll have a 10-minute conference and we will re-kick. First down and 10 for the Cardinals. 4:53 left to go here in the ball game. Hill's up under center. Here comes Sturgeon. Fake the handoff to him. Turner's going to keep it and get across the 25 up to about the 28. Make it second down and 8.
He sustained this drive, get a couple of first downs, really start putting the pressure on them, make them burn some timeouts. They have 2 left, we have 1.
Play clock's down to 10. Redbirds just now breaking the huddle. Hill's in the shotgun, here comes the option. Ball's on the ground and Turner's going to fall on it. Tried to run that option that was successful on this side. It got called back. And ball got away from us. Third down and 9. Game clock's down to 3:40. Coach, look for him to keep it on the ground here. Keep that clock running. Incomplete pass would stop the clock. Hill escapes trouble. Now he's going to fall, tries to cut back and is going to fall down at the 20. That's okay. The clock is still running. The play.
Actually, it's not. For some reason,
Prairie Grove called a timeout.
Okay.
So we'll take a quick break. Redbirds up 33. What's the score now? 33-24 with 3:15 left to go in the ball game.
I know Creole, and this is the real deal.
Oh yeah! Tony Zachary
Makes everything taste great.
Where do you go when you want a bundle that includes DirecTV and high-speed internet? You want it packaged together and you want a $500 savings. There's only one answer for Cardinal fans, PG Telco. That's right, don't miss any of your favorite TV shows with DirecTV and catch your favorite Cardinal sports with a high-speed internet connection from PG Telco. And if you call right now, you save $500. Don't care who you are, that's a win-win situation. Call 267-7200. That's 267-7200 for an entertainment bundle that saves you bundles of cash. It's PG Telco, a proud sponsor of Farmington Cardinal Athletics.
We're back, Cardinal fans. 3:15 left to go in the ball game. Cardinals up, clinging to a 9-point lead, 33-24. Coach Randy Osmond's Jeff Oxford grinding the Tiger Stadium.
I can't watch.
4th down and 10. Cardinals set back to punt.
Fake punt.
Good snap. Punts away, and we should have a roughing the kicker. Should have a roughing the kicker call.
Now, let's see if they call roughing or running into the kicker.
He got clobbered. If they don't call roughing the kicker, they need to go back to referees. Holy smokes. Boys, I'm going to tell you, our punter got clobbered.
Yeah. Well, if we had replay, we might be able to go back and show the folks, and we might be able to see it. Didn't we talk about this last year?
Hey, here's the deal, man. You can't. We're way past technology-wise replays. You just have to imagine.
We're trying to expand our broadcast horizon to let these students take over some stuff.
That kick is going to hit at the 40, and thought it went out of bounds, but it didn't. It stayed in bounds, and we're going to down it at the Cardinal 44-yard line with 2:58 left to go. Coach?
We did talk about, I mean, last year toward the end of the season, you know, and I was giving you a hard time, but we had a couple kids that really, I mean, was doing a great job with the replays, and then they missed a game, and I think you came in on the replays, and it was the, oh gosh, it was the additions to the replays. I think we were giving you a hard time
It's
about.
a Maumelle game, Coach. We get started on a replay, and all of a sudden it go away.
Happened a little fast.
Here comes the bubble screen. Pass is complete. Hadamus, he breaks the tackle, lowers his shoulder, runs over a Cardinal at the 35. He'll come up to put the hammer on him, and got to give that young man some credit. There's a hard run right there, Coach.
Yes, it was. Good catch, good run.
Second down and 3.
2:30 and count.
Here comes a handoff. Got some running room up the middle. Going to get down. That'll be a first down. Stop the clock. Be inside the Cardinal 25 to the 24-yard line.
They run a little trap inside. You know, we did a good job with that earlier, folding with it, and not so much there.
First down and 10. 2:15 to go in the game. Adamus got some running room up the middle. Inside the 10. Inside the 5. Still going.
Pulled down to about the 2-yard line. I tell you, Coach, right there, we mentioned it earlier, we're getting a lot of pressure, but from the outside, they're running it right up the gut, leaving that middle space wide open for them. Instead of sending the pressure up the middle, just bring it inside a little bit.
Here comes the handoff. Touchdown, Tigers. 33-30.
Yeah, there's times where you want to run base. You know, there's times where you want to run some inside stunts. There's some times you want to blitz, and you know, we blitzed ourselves out of the play there two plays in a row.
Here comes the field goal unit.
Good play.
Good play.
Trey South. Trey South, great job coming in from the backside. It was a muff snap, and Trey did a great job running the kicker down.
Good snap. The holder just couldn't hold it.
Holder, yeah.
Good for the Cardinals. 2:04 left to go. Cardinals clinging to a 3-point lead.
I can't watch. Well, Coach, here comes a onside kick attempt again.
Well, you want to bet the old boy on the sideline swallows the whistle no matter what. Kind of like a basketball game in the last 30 seconds. You will not hear a whistle if anybody drives in the paint. You know what?
Yep.
Of course, this guy standing behind me knows all about it. He was the hack attack in the last 30 seconds. He knew they weren't going to call a foul.
Here is the deal. You are allowed 5 fouls a game. If you take 2 of them home with you, you don't get to start the next game with 7.
I'm a big fan of that. It's kind of like timeouts.
Yes.
Timeouts.
Yes.
Why would you not use them?
Yeah.
You know?
Can't pocket them.
No.
Tigers set the ball up on the right hash. 2:04 remaining. 33-30. Cardinals.
This is a big play. That's an understatement. Cardinals recovering.
Good.
So Cardinals going to have it first down and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tigers have, the board says 2 timeouts. I thought
should be only
I
one.
thought they had 1.
Trey South did a nice job recovering that onside kick attempt. Looked like a regular third baseman.
If they only have 1 timeout, that changes a little bit on how you got to call this.
I believe so. Now, I have been wrong one time before tonight, so they could have 2, but I was almost sure they called this other one down here with 4:36, something like that, to go in the ball game, which would have brought them down to 1 timeout left.
Tigers will try to be stripping the ball, so whoever's got it's got to hold it tight. Heels up under center. Here's a handoff to Turner. Turner with some running room across the 50, down inside the 45.
Pick up about 6, maybe 7.
Second down and 3 for the Redbirds.
Taking advantage of the bubble in defense, that split defense. Everything is right in the middle. If they're not crashing, you've got 3 yards. Just sustain your blocks. Hold your blocks. Now they walk up and put a nose right on top of Chuck.
Turner with the first down as it gets inside the 40, down to the 38, and Coach, that's just about going to do it.
Well, I can tell you this, that's a great individual effort by Reed. They had a shaded nose with the 3 technique on the other side. They okie down on this side. I mean, you've got 3 guys over the top of 3. One of them snuck through with an empty linebacker, and Reed twisted twice after being hit at the line of scrimmage and picked up the first down.
1:08 left to go in the ball game. First down and 10 for the Redbirds. Play clock is down to 13.
Let that play clock run, burn your last time out. There's nothing wrong with that.
Hill, we go ahead and snap it.
Either way.
It sure looked like we was going to call a timeout.
Well, now you've got to force them to call theirs right here.
Not going to do it.
Second down and a yard. Now they call timeout. How about that?
Yeah.
That's 9 seconds that they wasted. Good for us.
Hey, Brian, you do realize that we're in their press box, and there's like 12 of them down here. I mean,
I've got Oxford behind me.
Once again, I was trying to be nice. Yeah, they did waste some time right there. Time that they probably desperately could have needed. You know, you burn that right after that tackle's made, and here you go. But it looked like, in all honesty, Spencer Adams over there next to the side judge on his side.
He did. I watched him walk down there, and he kind of tapped him on the shoulder, and he pointed to the play clock and was doing this. So we was going to run it down to 1 and call timeout. It got to 3. We snapped the ball. So Eric Hill said, hey, Coach, you need to save that timeout. Take it home with you. We'll have 4 to start the next game. Cardinals are going to. Looks like Cardinals are going to, barring a miracle, is going to get on the bus 1-0 tonight.
Let's see it. Greatest formation in football.
That's all you got to do right here.
Brian Law told me one time, Coach, that you cannot be 2-0 unless you win your first game.
That's very, very true. Ball game. That should do it, depending on how long they come on run clock.
Down to 26 to 25. That's the ball
game. Ball game. We do start out 1-0. Boys, it's been a great night. I've enjoyed this.
Cardinals are going to head west on Prairie Grove, going to retake the highway. You know, they call this the Battle of 62. Coach, I call it Victory Lane.
There you go. I like that. That's even better.
Lane.
I may have to steal that from you.
So next week, let's see, I think next week we're at home, aren't we?
I believe we are.
Next week we're at home, and the Cardinals are going to get out of here with a 33-31 win. And Jeff Oxford, Brian Dean, Randy Osnes, Coach, it's been a great time, great job. I want to congratulate the Cardinals staff. It's a great year, a great way to start the year.
Yes, sir. Complete sweep of Prairie Grove. Wonder when the last time that happened.
Been a while. So we'll see you next week.